unpredictable as hell. Hello guys, I hope you all are doing great. I'm incredibly excited today because we have a very interesting show to review and to recommend to you guys. It is the new Amazon Prime original series Utopia. The comic book conspiracy theory action teen drama series, which is based on the 2013 original series Utopia, which aired on British television, and I really want to talk a lot about it. I was looking forward to series because Gillian Flynn, the writer of Gone Girl, has produced and created and adapted it for Amazon Prime. If you check out the trailer itself, it is very interesting and you'll definitely want to watch the series after checking that out. Like always, we'll discuss the plot of the series, the things that are incredibly exciting about it, and the things that the creators could have paid a little more attention to make the overall package a lot better. And I hope it helps you out to make up your mind as to you should watch the series or pass it on, or pass on it. Yes, the plot of the series. The series starts off with a young couple who moves into their grandfather's place and finds out a sequel to a cult classic comic series, that is Utopia. The dystopia, which was the first part, it is apparently supposed to, predict world pandemics and vaccines and different problems in the world. So when they put it out for bids in a comic con, it attracts a lot of comic book nerds, it attracts conspiracy theorists, and most of all, it attracts very murdery people, like villainous people who want it like at any cost possible. The comic book Utopia is itself a fantasy thriller about a person, a genius scientist who is kidnapped by a evil Mr. Rabbit, who forces the genius scientist into making these viruses to sell off to the highest bidders and create world pandemics. Because his daughter Jessica Hyde is kidnapped alongside with him and is kept in a jail, things in the series get real. In the real series get very, very real when Jessica Hyde shows up at the Comic Con, because Jessica Hyde, along with this group of comic nerds, conspiracy theorists, is battling against the evil forces who have kidnapped her father and are making these constructing and fabricating all these world pandemics. The series is a really interesting mixture of the boys and national treasure. We need to find out what is happening in the comic Utopia and the real life of the series, so it makes for an overall really well packaged series, don't you think? But at the same time, talking about the downfalls in the series would be that it is really slow in creating the world that it was set in creating and giving a background to all the characters that are there, the comic nerds, and where they come from, how they met and stuff like that. And I was really not interested in watching that part. Maybe they could have cut it a little short and focused more on the conspiracy part of the series, which is incredibly more interesting. Even the character choices, their decisions, and their reactions to different stuff that is happening around them is not entirely justifiable or very relatable or real in a way. Because when terrorizing and terrifying and shocking things are going around them, like people are actually killing others, murdering people, and torturing them, they have a very sense of normalcy to their reactions, and they have really stupid decisions as well. Like when police are trying to chase them, they are walking on the sidewalks, on a highway or on a main road, and those are really stupid decisions. They make for overall convenient writing in a way. Those are the things that the series writers could have worked on a little more to, in a way, airtight the entire environment, the ecosystem that the series is based in, so that there is no scope for making stupid decisions. And even if they are understandable and justifiable, not just stupid. Plus, there are a few things and scenes in the series that are not totally required, but feel like they're forced into the script just to make the character of Jessica Hyde come across as badass. And I ended up not liking the character. So, how can you like a series while disliking the main character of the same? Don't worry, I have the answer to the same. It is because the group of characters that are there in the series, the bad guys, the good guys, the evil guys, the grey guys, they are so very interesting. The comic nerds who come together for the new series Utopia are interesting with their own different motivations to be in the heist, like revenge, survival, conspiracy theory, or utter curiosity. The bad guys are actually much more interesting than the good ones, with really, really interesting thoughts and ideologies and the way they go about doing their things. The way all these interesting, unique characters with different backgrounds and different ideologies and life are intertwined into the plot of the series is what makes the series so utterly chaotic, confusing, but interesting at the same time. The series is incredibly relatable as it has a global pandemic, a virus at the heart of it. It will show you people in PPE kits, in quarantine zones, and isolation who are trying to face the virus and overcome it. People are waiting for a vaccine, people are pleading and begging for a vaccine, and those scenes might make the viewers uncomfortable because it hits a little too close to home in a way, but at the same time it is a different and a very conspiracy kind of take on the entire virus. It has got nothing to do with the COVID-19 virus, again I'm telling you that, but it might make the viewers slightly uncomfortable. For me, I enjoyed it because it is a different take, and I know that we should take series for what they are, interesting storytelling. The most important highlight of the series is that you cannot predict any of the twists that are coming later on. After watching the first 60-70 minutes, I was like, okay, this I do not want to watch. But after the second episode, like at the end of the second episode, it will do something so interesting, exciting, and unpredictable that I was hooked on to watching the series. I wanted to know more. I want to see where the series was going with the track that it was set on. And I'm really glad to say that it all worked out well. Finally, I'll recommend this show to everyone who likes conspiracy theories and likes something dark, gory, action related, and national treasure-esque, trying to figure out stuff kind of, which is confusing, chaotic, and interesting at the same time. Skip this one if you're going to get triggered by something like that. I usually don't, so I really enjoyed the series. I've read a little about it, and apparently the original British one, 2013 release, is much more interesting, much more better than this one, which is a win-win because like I enjoyed this one. I'll definitely watch that one as well. Let me know if you want a comparison video between both of them. I'll watch that series especially for that one then. Alright guys, that was the review and recommendation. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, laters.